What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending on where, but I hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets. As you guys know, the markets got absolutely obliterated last night, or maybe into this morning, depending on where you're at. But the markets have not looked good. Markets continue to bleed. Things are going pretty crazy. I mean, we're hitting levels that we have time levels that have come quickly. Levels like I'm talking 2022 bear market levels, and we haven't even like got any sense that we're in a bear market. I know that people want to say that, but I mean we're at levels now that we haven't seen before, and it's just kind of been crazy. It's been a really crazy thing. I mean, I've been in crypto for a long time, and I guess nothing seems to surprise me, but it's like this kind of surprises me. And I think it's because it was just so unexpected and it was so quick. So today, before we jump into it all, there's a lot of data out there to suggest where we're going to go, maybe where things are going to be. Maybe we have some more. Maybe we have some more sell-offs. I don't know, but there's a lot of data out here. That's one thing that's been very positive about this is that a lot of people have come out of the woodworks to share graphs, to share historical data, to show where Bitcoin's going, what's happening. And I think what it really comes down to, and I don't think it's unfair to say this, and I think most people know that there was a glitch on October 10th. Like October 10th caused this spiral effect that we're seeing right now. A lot of it had to do with the money makers out there, or market makers, sorry, and exchanges. I think people lost a lot of money in there, and they're trying to make that back somehow. It caused a big hole, and that we can all go back to the October 10th liquidation event, which is the largest liquidation event in history, and say that like that's where the buck stopped. That's where we saw this never recover. And I think we're still trying to go through this recovery phase, and that's what we're seeing happening in real time. But what's crazy is that even here in the last 2 hours, right? I mean, not even last 2 hours, last hour. I mean, Bitcoin back to 85,000, ETH back up to 28,000. We had, XRP almost hitting $2 again after these things have like got obliterated. I mean, we're talking down significantly, and then a massive amount of longs come in, swoop up the market. It's just been a crazy. It's been exhausting to some degree. I would say exhausting, watching this. But what's like exhausting for a lot of people, I see the comments out there, and it is exhausting for people that have been in the market because you're like, yeah, you just want to win. You don't want to wake up and see your stuff down. I mean, we all want to win. The good thing is that a lot of us here are still significantly up, but there's a lot of people here that are significantly down. And so, again, I feel for them. I feel for what they're going through. I've been there. I've done this. I've done that. I've been in this position you are, where you're down a significant portion because of whatever the reason is. But the good thing is there's a lot of data showing that there's potential for us to be, I mean, we're massively oversold right now. Bottoms are coming. I don't know exactly when, but we could say that the bottoms are close. I think that there's a lot of things out there suggesting that. So we'll jump into that as well. But before I jump into it all, I do want to say it's up to the A team. We got a lot of people already in the chat here. We got Dave Dog Zoe, Just Maui, Cool Cat. What's up, buddy? We got Josh in the house here. Good to see you guys. Tim Shea, we got the Mayor of Crypto in the house. What's up, my guy? Josh in the house. What's up, Josh? Seiko. What's up, Seiko? We got DJ Seiko. Good to see you, buddy. We got Mike. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, man. Joshua, Jeffrey Mix in the house here. Crypto Keeper Joe. What's up, my guy? Jorge, what's up, man? We got Tony Punch. Good to see you, Tony, my batch. Good to see each and every one of you guys. I'm scrolling fast, so if I do miss your comments, like I always say, I am sorry. Just realize I do love you. I just sometimes miss your name. Sam Solomon, what's going on? What's going on, man? Pipeline's in the house here. Good to see Pipeline. Too fast to handle. What's up, man? Good to see you, guy. Kemp, what's up, guy? Hope all is well, my friend. Evan Rogers, what's going on, dude? RPM's in the house here. Observer, what's up, Observer? Corey, what's up, Corey? See, I feel like I haven't seen Corey Hobbs in a minute, dude. What's up, bud? AXMFX, what's up, man? Andrew B's in the house. What's up, Andrew B May? What's going on, dude? All right, let's jump into it. If I did miss your comments, I am sorry, dude. We got a lot of things to cover today in a short period of time. So let's jump into it. Like I said, there's positives and negatives to this. So again, take it for what it is. But as you guys can see, the fear and greed index is down to some of the lowest levels we've seen. I mean, crazy levels. Oh yeah, don't forget. What's up, Deb? Good to see you, Deb. Thanks so much for being here for 10 months. I got a shout out to Deb there. Yeah, A team strong. Hell yeah. Appreciate you a ton. Thank you guys so much for always being here and showing up and showing out. And yeah, 10 months is crazy. That's awesome. But like I said, fear and greed index, dude, hit levels we haven't seen like in a long, long time. I mean, ever. I think maybe ever. You can see that the market cap right now is at 2.92 trillion. Dude, falling below 3 trillion, just a psychological level. I didn't think we were going to hit. I honestly didn't think we were going to hit it. But you can see Bitcoin has recovered. This thing was on a massive downward trend this morning. I mean, it was on level. I honestly woke up. I was up at like 2 a.m. this morning because the markets, you get alerted in the middle of the night. And I'm like, dude, it's going fast. And like, so I was up at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., like looking at the charts. And I mean, I was just like, holy crap, dude. I mean, Bitcoin went down to 80,600. I mean, that's crazy to me. I mean, Ethereum went down to 2,600 again. You saw like XRP was going all the way down to 182. And the recoveries right now are crazy. I mean, the recovery now we're back up to 84 for Bitcoin. We're back up to 27.55 for Ethereum. XRP back to 197. You got to realize XRP was down to 181 this morning, which is just crazy to me, dude. Like, it was literally, I mean, like 181 at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. my time. I was just like, what is going on, dude? You had HBAR. HBAR, literally collapsed right in front of me. I mean, we were down into the 12s. I thought we were going to hit 11 for HBAR. But the whole market was feeling this morning. I was just like, when are we going to see the bottom? Everyone freaking out. A lot of it had to do with, I mean, obviously BlackRock has transferred a significant portion of their money back over to Coinbase to sell. So as you guys know, when the institutions are selling, I mean, it's going to be hard for the markets to recover. I think we know that now. But this is a bloodbath. It really is a bloodbath. But the levels are crazy. I mean, we're still sitting at 85,000 or 84,000. I mean, even after all that, we're still sitting at 85,000, which is just crazy. Stock market, dude. Look at the stock market today. This is crazy. This is like, we're Dow surges 700 points. We're at 611 now after this right here. But I mean, the rebounds on these are insane. Like, it's just crazy what's happening. I don't remember a time where we've had this much volatility in the markets. And it's all based off of news. It's all based off fear. It is crazy. The fear mongering and the selling that's happening right now. Like, just realize if you don't sell, you don't lose. But there's so many people that are out there selling in losses, and it's crazy. It's unprecedented right now of how much money how much people are willing to take losses in these markets. It's wild. It blows my mind. I'm like, wow. Like, you realize that if you just chill out and just like take a deep breath, and it will come back. Like, I can't stress that enough. I mean, people are losing, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars selling at losses, thinking that like this is over. And it's just like, where did people get that impression? And so I don't know, man. We all have our own, reasons. We all have our own things going on. And again, I might have a little bit different sense of it because like it is easier. I will admit, I've said this before to you guys. I mean, it is easier when you've bought the last bear market and you're still sitting in massive profits right now. So like this dip is like, I'm like, yeah, it's a dip. It sucks. But I mean, like other people, I get it because, years before I was in where I bought the top of the bull and felt like that, so I know what some people are going through, and it's just, but it all comes back. It's all comes back. And so that's the best advice I could tell you is just like, it's all going to come back, man. At some point, it's going to come back. And so, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this pulls out. But the news comes out here. Look at this. Bitcoin set for the worst month since 2022. We're talking bear market, guys. We're talking bear market. We haven't seen these levels. I mean, this is a crazy number right here for monthly percentage change. We're hitting levels that we're hitting bear market levels right now. Bear market levels. Obviously, right here, the U.S. Department announces that October CPI inflation report has been canceled. That didn't sit too well with the markets. You saw that. The U.S. Department announces that the November CPI inflation data will be released on October 18th, which is after the Feds make an announcement. But with that being said, look what happened, dude. Yesterday, we were sitting at 43%. Now we're sitting at 71% for a rate cut. Look how fast that changed. It changed so fast, dude. And I don't think people realize that like a rate cut in December is going to be huge. We need the rate cut. And again, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they say we need a 50 basis point versus a 25 basis points. I don't know. But now we're starting to see the momentum come back into a rate cut. Rate cuts would be phenomenal. December's still a good month for crypto. It's a good month for the markets. It really is one of the better months for the markets if you've been around. But it's just funny. Like, look at the swing, dude. Look at the swing on the Feds right now with the CME group right here with the probability. It's crazy. So a lot of this is off of these news, but I mean, this is what came through and this is where we're at. But again, we're seeing levels that we haven't seen, like almost speechless levels here. And I mean, the 2018 bear market, COVID bottom, 2022 local bottom at 18K. Like, we're at these levels in terms of where the RSI is at. Like, And you got to realize anytime that we hit these weekly lows on the RSIs, that means that we're like, that's when the bear market has hit. And we're there. Like we're there. It's like we almost just like entered a bear market in the last, like, I don't know, what is it, 30, 40 days? We went into a bear, we're going to go into a bear market for 40 days because of these levels. Like look at these levels right here. This is, you can see right here, this is the 2018 bear market bottom. We're down here. We just passed over the 20 on the RSI for the weekly. Look at right here on the COVID bottom, right? Again, we didn't even actually hit the 20. We're actually at that level right now for the COVID bottom. Then you come over here to the 18K wick, which is obviously the FTX fiasco, the Terra Luna fiasco, the 2022 bottom, which hit right here, which again just barely passed over on the 20 right here. So it's like, or this is actually on the 30 right here, almost down to the 20. But I mean, what this is telling me is that these levels, I mean, we're already there. Like we could go a little lower, maybe, but we're close. We're really, really close. And it's just crazy how fast. I mean, this took. You got to realize this bottom right here took months. This was like the most dreadful bear market. If you've been a part of this was like the most dreadful bear market. Like we hit this in a snap of the finger, dude. Like we hit these levels in a snap of the finger. So like anyone going through this feeling right now, you're not going to have to wait months. Maybe we do. Maybe it takes a while to build out of this. But I mean, we're hitting rock bottom. It's showing us right now. All indicators are telling us that we're hitting rock bottom, dude. The only time the RSI has reached these levels, these lows, have been at the very end of a full blown bear market. So like these are full blown bear market ends that we're seeing right now, instantly happening overnight. Like it's crazy. And there's nothing out, like there's no, like, what else can you say about that? I mean, you could only go so low at some point, and it's kind of wild when you put that out there. Again, you go back to here, look at the historical, like this is actually a really good chart. Charlie put it out there. Major corrections from all-time highs, and this is from 2010 to today. Like we're really not even in the worst of the worst. So like everyone that's freaking out, I'm like, dude, I mean, imagine, I don't know if you guys were here during the 2021 to 2022. I was. That 78% reduction from 68,000 down to 15,000 was crazy. Was a crazy time, right? And then you go back to 2018 at 84. But I mean, like, realize that we've already had two major corrections this year. One major correction this year on the tariff day, which was April. And then you had one right before elections, which was 33%. Now we're at 36 today. So it's not, I mean, like in all reality, I guess on perspective, if like you want perspective, like when in doubt, zoom out, like I always say, like it's really not as bad as we all think it is, but it's just crazy on the selling pressure of it because we've hit levels that we would hit in a bear market. And when I say bear market, we hit at the bottom of it, like the end of the bear market. We've hit those levels. That's weird. Like that's just not normal. It's not normal. Like we're not in normal times. I think we bypassed the whole normal time thing. If anyone's out there saying we're on the same cycle, I don't think we are, because we just hit some really weird times. 46 days, right? This one right here took 376 days to go to 78. This one at 36 hit 46 days. The previous one was 77 days, and the one before that was 144 days. So I mean, like, we're at levels that it took 144 days to get to a 33% reduction. We hit that in 46 days. Like that's crazy to me. 46 days. Last time from 120 to 47, it took us 77 days to get to 32% down. Like this is like, we haven't seen this massive drop this fast since basically 2021 when we had a 31% drop. It took 13 days to do so. Like that's a wild time. So there's just a lot of these things out there. And, this chart right here is just showing you basically all the previous bear markets that we've gone through, or the massive, I guess you could say the bull market corrections is what the proper word is. And it usually takes anywhere from three weeks or 3 to 4 months to recover. And right now, I would agree. I don't know if there's actually a clear. I don't know which bucket we're in. I don't know if we're on a 3 to 4 week, or we're on a 3 to 4 month recovery. I don't know which one we're on. It's too hard to tell because this is just really outside the norm. So, but what you can see here is, I mean, 124 days it took to recover out of 2024. I mean, 143 in 2021. We're at 14 days for us to hit it's just weird levels, dude. When everyone is bearish, I get bullish. That's the way to do it, dude. The lower we go, the more bullish I get. I'm with you, dude. I'm kind of in the same boat because that we're towards that bottom. Like it's almost gets to the point where like it's almost unquestionable. Like we know we're almost at the bottom. And what's crazy too, if you go back and actually look at Bitcoin, right? We pull back the data on Bitcoin here. Let's go to the weekly chart here. I mean, there was a time here, and I think you guys might have, some of you were definitely here, but I mean, this was a crazy time right here, last bull run, right? We lost like 58%. We lost 58% in roughly like I don't know how many days it was. It was like 50 or 55% or whatever it was. And then we rallied back and hit all-time highs. Like it was it was a crazy set of events, you know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but I'm old enough to remember when Bitcoin dropped from 65,000 to below 30,000 in 30 days. You guys were all here. I mean, we had a 55% drawback in the middle of the bull market, and then it went back up to $69,000. Like, that's a crazy thing to see. So, like, again, I'm not going to sit here and say that like history repeats itself here, but I mean, we've seen this before. Like this roadmap's in front of us here. So yeah, forget cycles. Crypto's moving to the ISOs. Yeah, there's a disruption for sure. Rodney's dropping another token. All right, good deal for Rodney, man. I keep hearing we aren't even close to the bottom. Yeah, there's people. I mean, I think that there's people out there that are suggesting that we're not close. I think there's a lot of people out there. I think there's a lot of data out there, and I'll give you the data as. So I'm obviously talking about like potentially towards the bottom. We might still have some more to come off of this. I mean, you can see the levels down here. The next level of massive support right here is really at the 70s. Which again I hope we don't hit, but there is. So although I'm talking about the bottom's near, I will also share some data of people suggesting, like what you say, Swords and Daisy, about where we're not even close. And again, feel however you want to feel, but it's you got to look at both sides, right? You got to look at both sides. Granny Love, do you still love me, Austin? Absolutely. 8 months. You've been 8 months ride or die on the A team. Hell yeah. I'm usually this way, but the overall economy is terrible right now. This is bigger than just job earnings. And what's crazy is I don't even think the economy is that bad. Like, that's what's crazy. I mean, we just hit all-time highs, and I mean, like, we just hit all-time highs, guys. Like, Bitcoin was at 126, rallying back in September. I mean, like, crazy times. We're rallying. Everything's looking good. Stock market's hitting all-time highs. Like, where in the? I mean, I guess I could say like inflation hasn't dwindled. I'll give that. Like, you still go to the store and it's still expensive as hell. Like, I mean, I just bought turkey the other day, and I used to be able to buy 3 pounds of Jenny-O turkey, and it was $9.99. It was like $10, right? And then it became $13.99. Dude, it's now $20, like, for the same pound. So I mean, like, literally, it's doubled in a period of time. Like, and it's just turkey. You know what I mean? Like, and I was telling Fan, I was like, dude, this is crazy, because I do remember buying this for like $10, and I do remember buying it for $13. It was $12.99 for 3 pounds of turkey. And then now literally the same damn thing is $19.99. And I was just like, holy crap. And that was 2 days ago. So like, I know that there's still, like, as much as they want to say that inflation's not there, I do think that maybe some things like, maybe eggs, maybe bananas, maybe apples. Okay, that's great. But like other items, like meat items, absolutely not, dude. Absolutely. Meat is like insane, dude. Anything like chicken, steak, turkey, any of that kind of stuff is just on another level. And so there's other things that I think are still impacting from an inflationary standpoint. So I would agree that to that aspect, there's maybe some things where we're on the verge of, but I mean, I think overall, like investment wise, we've actually been performing pretty well. Quantitative easing soon. I agree, dude. Jordan, thanks so much for being here for 10 months, dude. Was liquidity hunting this bad last cycle? No, it was not. It was not this bad, dude. I'll be honest with you. The whole perpetual thing has like taken stage, dude. Like, this cycle is like the perpetual cycle. I mean, and that sounds weird, but I mean, like, it's a perpetual trading cycle. And I think it does play fat. I mean, I really think that it's come down to these market makers, and the market makers are for these large exchanges, right? These people are out here, they're obliterating these markets. We're seeing it in real time. There's no question that's what they're doing, right? And these exchanges and these institutions are making hand over fist, dude. And the only people that are benefiting from them are the people that are part of the exchanges and part of the institutions. Like, no one else is benefiting from that stuff. We're you can't trade as fast as these AI things can. I've said it over and over again. I've said it for months, like, or for a long time. I've said that these you can't compete with AI trading. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. And that's what all these markets are being traded on. All these market makers, all these exchanges, the stock market, the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, all these stocks, it's all AI trading, dude. It's all AI trading. And the majority of people are making hand over fist. They don't give a shit about where the numbers are going, because they're making money, whether it's going down or whether it's going up. Like, you got to realize that. And so the only way that you can win as a retail investor in this space is to buy and just hold in DCA into positions and just watch it go up. If you're trying to day trade this, spot trade it, try to find the dips and sell at the highs and do all this kind of stuff, some will make it. Some people will actually be successful, but most people will not. Most people will not, because you're just not as fast and able to track the markets at the way and the speed of what these things can do. It's just impossible. So yeah, I would say that it wasn't like this last cycle. I don't think. I mean, there was a tad bit of like liquidity hunting, but it wasn't this bad. This is like completely shifted. I think that obviously with hyper, with you got Aster, you're seeing this shift in perpetual trading. This treating crypto and stocks like gambling versus like traditional trading, and that's kind of where that shift has come to, is that we're treating it like gambling. I mean, shit, I was gambling yesterday, dude. I was freaking out there, putting perpetual stuff in on stocks. You know what I mean? Like, that has grown exponentially in this space. There's no question about that. If rate cuts hit, that'll devalue. I think the rate cuts are going to be good, Pasta. I do. Did you see the ETH 6900 launch on the 19th? I did not see that, dude. Liquidation heat map is all eaten up. No more longs to liquidate. Yeah, that's a crazy thing to look at, right? I mean, I was just saying that. Like, what's massive about this? Where's it at? I have it up here somewhere. Yeah, right here, dude. Look at this, dude. Like, you can't take any more off of this. Like, look at the heat map. Like, this is just Bitcoin, dude. Like, this isn't even, like, go look at Ethereum. We'll look at Ethereum too. But I mean, like, look at the cumulative short liquidation leverages, dude. Massive liquidation. We're talking massive amounts of liquidation. 50x leverage, 100x leverage, crazy leverage for shorting the markets. There's like literally nothing left in, like, there's nothing left. All the longs have been eaten up, bro. Like, insane amount of money has been eaten up, and it's just like it's kind of unfathomable to some degree. The ratio on this is crazy, and it is. I do feel it's kind of a bit skewed. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, look at this, dude. 1.87 billion in the last 24 hours, dude. This was actually almost at 1 billion this morning. I know it says 12 hour at 1.55. But at one point, this was almost at 1 billion. It was like 999 million in 1 hour, got like almost obliterated in the market. Like, this is not normal, dude. I've said that. Like, when the ratios are this far off, and you can see the heat maps come back just a tad bit after today. But I mean, look at the leveraging on the shorts right now. Shorts are still obliterating this, but it has come back, right? I mean, it has come back. We can go to 7-day right here. We can even go to the 30-day, right? The 30-day shows a lot here too. But like, look at the 30-day, right? Insane. Let's go here to the 30-day as well. I mean, it's just not even normal. Look at the ratio on that. Like the time. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm not here to like say it, but I mean, like, the time is to put the long. I mean, if you're trying to look at that, putting in a long is, you have a better chance of winning the long right now. But everyone's fearful on what the hell is going to happen, because we just don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, everything's kind of suggest. I mean, people are going to put the longs in here and try to obliterate the shorts, but and that is going to come. It's going to come, dude. And the reason why it's going to come is because the AI trades out there, the market makers and the exchanges and the institutions, they recognize that this is the time to leverage that trade and obliterate the shorts, because they can make a ton of money with all the shorts that are lingering out there. I mean, the open interest right now is crazy. The open interest on this is just it's not normal. Nothing about this is normal, guys. And I think a lot of us could attest to that. Crypto is backed by the dollar. I truly don't feel a safe asset. Yeah, it's kind of wild, right? This guy, he's claiming to check in his phone from how he lost his portfolio, was probably just trying to find the best trend. Yeah. Thanks for all the help. Yeah, towards the day. No problem, dude. 38K to 55 Bitcoin would be awesome. That would be crazy, man. I hope it doesn't hit that level. The economy is bad, bro. The cracks are starting to show. We'll see, dude. We'll see. The inflation's been built up over years, right? It's not just Trump. It's actually, to tell you the truth, it's anyone that's, part of Congress, part of the Senate, part of the executive branch for the last 5 years, 6 years. I mean, it all leads to that, dude. Like, so it doesn't, I'm not going to finger point and say, but we do know that under the Biden administration, inflation got way out of control, and now trying to reel it in, it's been hard, right? We're seeing that. It's crazy. I spent 121 a night in diesel. Damn, bro. Yeah, diesel went up, dude. I actually, I got our Fred Myers. I had like $1, $1 in rewards. I was like filling the truck up today, baby. So my $5 diesel went down to $4, and it was like, oh man, that's actually pretty good. Well, were we rallying on an overinflated stock market? Yeah. Y'all fell for FOMO around this time last year. The call we were making are actually pretty good. Yeah. We said October, right? October was the date, right? We were saying this back a long time. October the height? Was that the peak of it? Maybe. There's also some data out here. I mean, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one right here. So as you can see, dude, I've shown this on here before. We've talked about this. We talked about the 4-year cycle along with the short-term cycle, the accumulation, the markup, and the bear market. So this is where we showed this before and showing that October or showing that October 12th through the 16th was the height of the market. And this actually, dude, this actually triggered. I mean, I might have shown this a year ago. We talked about this. And this is where when we're talking about like October being the peak of the bull market, that maybe it's holding true, right? Maybe this cycle, this what we're seeing right in front of us right here, this fractal cycle is real. This is actually showing true. And if you go back and look at the previous history on it, it's all lines up to be perfect right now. And so they're saying that the bottom price of Bitcoin and crypto is coming October 6th through the 16th of 2026, based off what we're seeing right here. And you can see, I mean, the height of this actually hit on October 12th through the 16th. That's top price of this cycle, lining up with everything else here. So it is kind of weird how this works out on the 4-year. But we knew that October was that 4-year of what, and we've shown this before on the channel here. We're probably back we're probably back in here sometime, talking about this. I could probably go back and find that original one that I pulled up, but this is exactly what that was. And you can see it's kind of lined up. Scary, right? Scary that it's lined up like that. But I mean, that's where the October number came from. Everyone was like talking like, is October October the peak? I think a lot of us didn't want to believe that October was the peak, but I mean, maybe it was the peak. Maybe it was, as much as I still want to be bullish, as much as I still want to see that there's, we're at levels that we haven't seen before, and we don't know if we'll hit those levels again. But I mean, at the same time, I don't know, the 4-year cycle is a real deal. It's a debt cycle. We haven't changed the debt cycle. And so maybe this is playing out right in front of us still, you know what I mean? So yeah, Kev, I'm kind of with you on that, There's two sides to it all, as much as you want to be bullish, much as you want to see like all these things are down, we've had these declines, we've bounced back, here's our days of which we've had these recovery phases. Here's where it's happened last time when we saw this. Here's where we're at right now in terms of like just a bad November. And then, like I said, you go back and you look at this and it's like, well, shit, maybe October, right? Maybe we were calling October all year. And then the closer it got to October, it was like, well, maybe it's going to go into January, right? Maybe it's going to go into January. Our first instinct was October, and then it shifted to maybe Q1, Q2 of 2026. And again, that still could be on the table. But if you're looking at this, repetition, fractal cycle that we see right here that we've shown, not looking too good, right? So that's the other side to it, right? I told you I'd play both sides. That's the other side to it. Never do longs until Clarity Act passes. That's true. Tony Punch, been here for 11 months, dude. Thanks, Austin fan. You're very important to me. I appreciate you, Tony. Thank you so much for being here for 11 months and being a member, dude. Couldn't be more appreciative of every member here. Thank you so much. I finally know how I'm going to make money in this market. I'm going to become a short trader. I mean, you got to learn how to do both if you're going to do it. I would agree. You got to learn how to short trade and long trade in these markets. But, again, the system is not meant for you to win, dude. Leverage trading is not meant for the retail investors to win. A couple profile pics is crazy. A joint count. Someone has been cheating or suspected of cheating. What are you talking about, Sean? What are you talking about? For some reason, this crash feels different. Yeah, it's a different stress. I would agree. It's a little bit different. But like, I'm like, okay, well, if this is the bottom on October 6th, like we're buying Bitcoin at 20. If it gets down to 67,000, like still looking pretty good, dude. I mean, like I'm not going to sell. I don't want to pay taxes right now. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I'm at. Look at the trust coin right now, 189%. They don't want us making a lot of money. True. Right? I mean, people that made the money was back in, 2016, 2013. Yeah, $5 for diesel is crazy, dude. Back in 2024 in the chat. Yeah, I'm pretty far away, dude. XCL standing strong. Oh yeah, dude, there was a news coming out with the whole XCL thing. I did see that. Someone tagged me this morning. Looks like there some stuff developing with XCL. It says I think it said in 3 days, 3 hours, This is the post. Said 3 days, 3 hours, says more gunpowder coming. The Matrix is a system that system is our enemy. But you can see right here that there is something coming in 3 days for Acceler. So shout out to Acceler, dude. I'm here for it, dude. Whatever that is, I'm here for it, man. What else do we got to show out here? Yeah, you can see right here. This is Coinbase's account. This is BlackRock offloading $348 million in Bitcoin and 117 million in Ethereum to Coinbase Prime, meaning that they're offloading, dude. And so we will not recover until these institutions stop doing this, right? Until they start to make the money come back in. I mean, this happened with Grayscale back in 2024 when we first got our ETFs. Grayscale was selling a significant portion, causing the markets to go down. Yeah, retail never showed up this time. Austin has absolutely nothing to do with the project anymore. He was part of it. Always something with XCL. Third countdown. Yeah, I mean, these are projects, dude. They're out here to develop, and it doesn't mean you have to not like the project, right? It's up to you to decide what you like and what you don't like. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people will like this kind of stuff. Some people won't. Some people yeah. So again, no one's forcing anyone to like projects. You know what I mean? No one's forcing anyone to buy projects or be a part of projects. But there's people that like them and they want to see it play out. And and so I respect that. I don't think there's anything against that. You know what I mean? I think it is ETH right now. Yeah. Shout out to the SHIB. SHIB's gone down, dude. XCL got a new exchange as well. Oh yeah, I did see that. They see that they did get an exchange. I just did my 4th ad on the Pure Wallet. Damn, bro, get it, bud. Austin got tokens on my Trust Wallet, went up to 800%. Yeah, that sounds crazy, bro. 8,000%. Is if XRP has real utility, worry about the short-term negative volatility. That's true, dude. Offloading millions to obtain what asset? Nvidia, quantum computing. I mean, Nvidia is kind of the granddaddy of them all right now. Trump has taken all the bribe money out. Austin, how much money did you make off XCL on the bags you didn't make public? I didn't even. I only have one bag, dude, which is public, bro. Well, that one bag's public, dude. That's it. I haven't even sold it, dude. Need the Clarity Act to pass, dude. The Clarity Act would be awesome, dude. I mean, I think that they're saying Thanksgiving, right? Was when it's going to start to go back and see it. So yeah, I think the Clarity Act is going to be a big step forward. I don't know how big of an impact it's going to actually have. So yeah, rumors are going around that XRP is outdated. What is everyone's thoughts? Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, dude. There's so many rumors out there. I love how you didn't read the whole guilty. I read it, dude. I said, how much money did you make off XCL on the bags you didn't make public? And I said, I only have one bag. And so I haven't made any money off Acceler, dude. I made money off of marketing for them, which I told everyone that. I was pretty upfront about that. Yeah. The clarity isn't coming until 126, possibility 2028. Sure, probability 70. Shout out to D. Oh my God, dude. Any of you guys, McDonald's franchise owners, I'm looking for a job. Dude, I actually heard that McDonald's was turning people away, dude. I actually heard that McDonald's was turning people away from applications. I was like, no way, dude. No way, dude. So you can see right here, BTC daily chart, lowest RSI in 2.5 years, lowest MACD ever. This has to be the bottom. I don't know if it's the bottom, dude, but it's getting there, dude, for sure. And that's where it's hard because everything is coming down to levels that we haven't seen for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden you have where you go back and you look at this and you're like, yeah, do we have more to bleed off? It's kind of crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Are we cooked? I mean, I think it's been cooked, dude. McDonald's all machines now. Is it? I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Look at it this way: if your coin isn't outdated today, it will be 5 years times new project getting leap. Yeah, there's a lot of projects out there getting leapfrog, bro. Well, I mean, look at Zcash. Zcash has been around forever, and that's still holding strong, right? I ate McDonald's the other day. It was good. Are we tired of winning yet? I love it, dude. I'm hearing that the clarity is coming soon. 2 days ago, Coinbase. Yeah, he was on Capitol Hill talking about. Yeah, he said I think before Thanksgiving. So might be better off investing in MCDs the way Idiocracy predicted. Yeah. Oh, dude, stick a fork in it. Do the toothpick test. 183 XRP. I missed it. I know, dude. I know. Either stay and have patience for the next few years, or yeah, get out and lick your wounds. I know most of us know what assets we're going to be. 100%, dude. Yeah, 100%. McDonald's is crap food, anyways. The egg and muffin, okay. Once in a while, the fish. You guys are all down on this McDonald's. God damn. Yeah, dude. McDonald's is trash, dude. There's no way I could get on board with the McDonald's stuff, dude. No way. So BTC realized losses have surged to levels that seen during the FTX collapse, with short-term holders driving the bulk of the capitulation. The scale and speed of these losses reflect a meaningful washout of marginal demand as recent buyers unwind into a drawdown. So this is, again, something negative that we're seeing right here, to where people are thinking maybe we have hit our high in the cycle. We're going to come down, hit new levels, and then come back up. I can't work at a Chick-fil-A because I need 7 days of income. They did not pay set, like, oh, you're saying because like it's like part-time work. That's at least the eggs are real now. Yeah, McRib reverse. Pick them salty fries up. Your burnt lettuce. He likes Trump too much for my liking, but that's politics. I just tried to. I think that we all have the reasons why we vote. You know what I mean? I've given my reasons why I voted, who and what I was behind, and what I put number one. So, I think that's kind of where, where it's at. And I think if you live in America, I think it's important to put America. I think it's important to put America first. Like I agree with that. I think anyone should be doing that. So a lot of other countries put their countries first. Like, why can't America put their country first? You know what I mean? So I kind of lean towards that a little bit. Yeah, doesn't necessarily mean that like, I'm like this diehard MAGA person. That's not it at all, dude. No, I just believe there's just things that you vote for, right? I mean, there's liberal things that I stand for that I support 100%, dude. But again, that we're not going to get into politics talk. See, on Austin, Trump was more like Austin. The problem is America is a mix of every country. Yeah, but if you're going to come, if you're going to become an American citizen, you should be here for America, right? You should want the best for America, not what's best for the country you came from. Like, that's one thing I have a hard time with. You know what I mean? Like, when my ancestors came here, they loved them. They were so thankful to be here from, they came over from Europe. They came over from Sweden, came over here, and they were like true diehard Americans. All my grandpas, both grandpas, my grandma, they were all military, dude. Like, they all believed in that whole thing. So like, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, we all have different perspectives, though. It's okay. Remember, you never had a politician who works in your interest. I agree, dude. I don't think they work in your interest at all, dude. America was something to be proud of. Yeah, if you create an IRA trust account to trade within, it will avoid capital gains. I don't know about that, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. A lot of people are left over from the Tartarian Empire and don't know it. If you want to pay no capital gains, keep your crypto in cold storage and move to Barbados. Right, the people that leave their country because it's so bad come here and want to turn US into their country. Yeah, that's weird to me. Like, I would agree. Like, that's kind of really weird. Like, you leave a country because it's oppressed, because you're oppressed, or because it's bad, or whatever it is, and then you come here and you want to treat it the same way. Like, that's weird to me. Like, I don't know. Like, you know. Yeah, and I don't know the right way around it, dude. I don't know the right way. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea what the best thing is, dude. But that's the battle, dude. That's the battle. And unfortunately, like I said, all I care about at the end of the day right now is how are we able to make money off of what's in front of us here. And some days are harder than others, and these last couple weeks have been tough, dude. We've been making some money off leverage trades, but like, as far as that goes, dude, it's been a rough day. Rum and Coke, baby, on the beach. Hell yeah, dude. When you say rum and Coke, are you drinking like Captain Morgan's, or are you doing Bacardi? Everything, because I'll be honest with you guys, dude. I like the cheap Bacardi. If I'm doing like a diet, like a rum diet, it has to be Bacardi. Everything about America was about 20 million. New York City. Oh my god, you guys are getting crazy now. Can you pull up the chart for VRA massive gains and loss? You talking about veracity, Xander? Veracity? Can you talk about rate cuts, AI bubble? Well, the rate cuts are looking pretty good. I mean, we came back to positive 71.3% for a rate cut coming here in December, which would be great, right? So we're roughly 20 days away from that happening, which would be good. You know what I mean? And the AI bubble is crazy to me, dude. Like the whole this whole narrative about like over saturation, or that their earnings are overinflated. Like where did that even come from, dude? Like how did that even, like, how do you overinflate your profits? I mean, your profits are your profits. Like how do you overinflate that? We do know that the AI bubble is insane. I mean, it is an insane thing. If you're facing crypto financial rug, we're always accepting new applications. Austin knows everything. He is listening to as my financial advisor. Ian, no. The oldest rum, Mount Gay, the oldest rum in the world, and Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Oh wow, dude! I've never tried that, dude. Mount Gay, interesting. Sailor Jerry, I never even had that one either, dude. Congress will not have another vote on the Clarity Act until, yeah, I think it's in. Yeah, I think you're right, bro. To get out of AI. If you want to come here, you must be something better about it. Fine to keep parts of culture, but don't try to turn it into a place you came from. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, yeah. I mean, when you're coming, I think that if you're trying to become a U.S. citizen, you should embrace, the West. I don't know what to say, dude. Like, I mean, if I went to South Korea, like, you have to embrace the South Korean culture. That's kind of how I've always envisioned it. If I went to Italy, it's not like, you have to embrace the Italian culture. I don't know. Just seems weird that like that doesn't happen, right? But I mean, different. It's all different, But you could still have your own culture and still embrace the ideologies of the United States. But yeah, but again, just go back from Japan and the States is a scam. Mitchell. Dude. I mean, like, that's crazy. What's crazy is when I came back from South Korea, I went to South Korea, dude, and I came back to South Korea, and it was crazy, just the pricing and everything. Wild times, dude. Wild when you go over there and buy in South Korea, and it's not even close to what you can get over here. Like, your money goes so much further in South Korea than it does here in the States. It's insane, dude. Yeah, my homemade rum is better. You make homemade rum, dude? That's crazy, dude. AI companies recycling money between themselves. They probably are, dude. Sometimes I like to dance revolution for every day. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, Kev, I don't know. It's too hard to say, man. The quality in Korea is better too. It is pretty crazy. Stipe, pretty crazy. I'm deep into AI and the futures of it. Accumulate as much as you financially can. True. I think AI is the next movement. I think that's the next evolution for sure. You get what I mean, though. I get what you mean, Kev. Yeah, and it's so, like I said. I mean, I think what's tough is that, like, everyone has their own opinions and feelings on it. I just want to say, you do you, boo. I'll do me. You don't push things on me, I won't push things on you. Let me be, I'll let you be. Like, I kind of like that. You know what I mean? And don't make it seem like I have to agree with you. I'll never make you seem like you have to agree with me. And unfortunately, we went away from that. And everyone, and it's like, if you don't agree with me, you're a piece of shit. If, like, you don't follow the same political background as me, screw you. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, and I'm just more of the, hey, just like, you do you, I'll do me. Like, I'll raise my kids, you raise your kids. Like, I'll raise my kids with my values, you raise your kids with your values, and we'll just let it be that way. Because I mean, there's really no way out of it, dude. The fundamentals haven't changed. So I was bullish 2 months ago. You got to be massive bullish right now. Don't let them push you down. 100. Yeah, I think that there's still some very positive things out there. I mean, the markets are going to run however they're going to run. I mean, the fears out here, dude. We know that they were massively oversold. It's crazy. XRP, Gemini, MasterCard. How many people have it? I don't have that. AI is great. I have been attending the dev account at the Google headquarters in Los Angeles this year, and every event has been solely focused on AI. Interesting, dude. Yeah, no one really knows what the AI is going to do, dude. I mean, we know that Optimus is going to come out with Tesla, and I'm actually super intrigued on like how that AI is going to work. Who cares if market goes down? We will take huge profits with your wallet at the beginning of the year. So your so-called leader polarized you. You don't come out of the womb with that divisive mentality. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's true. You learn it, right? You learn that divisive mentality. You see it. You're in an environment of it. You're taught it. People go. I mean, like it's true, dude. Our it's funny, man. When I went to college, I would agree that I think some of our institutions, like our colleges, I do think some of them are, they're there to indoctrinate some people on their philosophies for sure. But I think every institution tries to do that. Just like every religion tries to do that to some degree, right? They try to indoctrinate whoever they want. You know what I mean? That's why you have missionaries out there. That's why you have people pushing their religion and doing this and doing that. Like everyone's, trying to do it to some degree. It's just a matter of whether you want to embrace that or not. Have a feeling bull postponed to next year. You think, well, they're saying 2026, right? Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Hakuna Matata. Absolutely, dude. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Definitely corrupt education system in America. Oh, dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Well, I mean, I saw that Trump was kind of trying to dismantle. I don't know how that's going to play out, dude. Talk about that from like an economy or from just like I don't know, man. When Trump came out and said that he was gonna, I think that they talked about obliterating the Board of Education. Didn't that just come out yesterday that they were going to be? Yeah. He announced 2 days ago that he was dismantling parts of the education department or Department of Education, which is just crazy, dude. I mean, like, I would agree. I mean, I would rather. I mean, honestly, I would rather just give me some money and I'll go put my kids in a school that's best for them, right? That I would, and versus having public schools, but that's kind of like what Arizona I think does. Is they give you money to be able to go and I don't know how it works, but I mean, I would rather do that. Humans are a product, and we're all being sold and bought. That's true. Jose, what's up, man? I think all the influencers know you, the hypo, XRP, just like the people on the government, they lie a lot. Long time. I think all the influencers, not you. Okay. Hype XRP. I mean, we like I think what for me, like, we obviously invested in these things for a long time. And that's the excitement behind it for me, is that we've just invested in these things for a long time. And obviously we want them to go up in price. I mean, it'd be crazy to say that we didn't want them to go up in price. I mean, Bitcoin, I accumulated at 21 to $23,000. I mean, so like, yeah, it's not where I want it to be, but I mean, just literally a month ago, I was still a 5x on my Bitcoin. Ethereum was almost a 4x on my Ethereum on average. XRP, I mean, I was literally at $3. I was a 10x at $3 not that long ago. You know what I mean? So like these things you get excited about. And these are big time, long term investments that you've had in these things, and so of course you're going to talk about them and be excited about them. I think that's good. You know what I mean? Like I just talk about the things that actually excite me, and I'm invested in, and they're doing well. I mean, and they're more of a long term thing. Just like Acceler, Acceler is a new project. Like I'm going to let the thing do it. I mean, like, yeah, there might be some ups and downs with it. They might be working on some kinks. They might be trying to figure things out. I think that they have a good concept. Like I bought into it. It's sitting there. I'm going to see what happens. It's only been out for, I mean, like a month and a half, maybe, right? October 1st it launched. It's November 21st. I mean, everyone's acting like Acceler needs to be this, is supposed to be this at the same level as XRP. XRP has been around for a long time, and it's just like, it's okay to give them some breath and let them do their thing. and it's still up. It's still up like a 4x, right? So it's kind of crazy. Last 4 years, kids should have the option for learn trades. Dude, Seiko, I wish that would be if that was the case, dude, that'd be amazing, man. Universities take grants and research. Yeah, that's true. That would Trump is dismantling the Department of Education. That's not a terrible idea. I know the Department of Education here in the in Washington's rough, dude. The Department of Education here, like I don't know what it is with the Washington like Department of Education. It's just been tough, dude. I know that Washington's not the leader in anything from an educational standpoint, unfortunately. So that does suck. You definitely want your kids to go to the best if they can. So yeah, and unfortunately, there's like not a lot of private schools. Plus, the private schools are a crazy price. I would never do it. I think public schools are good for your kids' development. That's my personal opinion, but major kudos to you, Austin. Still doing Lee's live stream. So many other influencers that have conveniently disappeared lately. I kind of did. Stipe, I kind of disappeared too. I took like a week and a half off, dude. I just had to step away. Sometimes you guys have to step away, right? You got to go touch some grass, take a breather, take a vacation, and I kind of did that over about a week and a half ago. I kind of stepped away and streamed for a week. It felt good, dude. Obviously the kids were a little bit sick, so it just made it life easier too. Do you know anything about the ruling for the MCI? I do not bear. Myself, I like 75% of my main cryptos that I'm holding long term. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us are holding long term cryptos. And again, I have no desire to sell it because I don't. Number one, I don't need it. I don't need the money to like survive. It's a long term investment for me. It's a retirement plan for me. I don't want to pay short term gain or long term gains on it. I don't want to pay any gains on it. And maybe at some point in a year or two, we get no capital gains, and I can then cash out and not pay. Where right now, I still have to pay capital gains on it. So, just there's no need. Like there's no need for me, anyways. So, what do you think is the Excel big news gunpowder that's out for the next 2 days? I don't know, man. I don't know what that means. I think I actually posted that. I don't know what that means for Acceler. I mean, you could say a lot of things. I don't know. It could be an exchange. Uh, more gunpowder coming. I mean, they could. I don't know. The Matrix is a system. That system is our enemy. Whatever that message means. I don't know. What are people thinking is I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It gets people all riled up. That's for sure. I'll give them that. It's intriguing. Like I'm intrigued. Like I want to know what this is going to mean. Last 4 year kids should have the option to. Yeah, I just read that. The Federal Department of Education didn't start until I was in sixth grade. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Stepping into grade, sixth grade. That's crazy. So what was it like? I wouldn't even know what it's like before that. So people just realize that politicians don't care about us and only about the lining of their pockets. I think we would all be in more in common than we think. I would agree, Crypto Joel. I would absolutely agree with you on that. President Harry Truman commissioned a higher education department that called for an establishment. Yeah, I remember that guy. Kyle, what's up, buddy? Great stream today. Thanks for holding it down. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you showing up, man. Hope all is well, dude. Hey, I'm in the little of the country. Our high schools have auto shop, wood shop, and welding class. That's how observer. That's how my I grew up in a small town, and that's how we had it, dude. Seen this before, man. Market makers just cannot quit the game. It'll go back up. I think so too, dude. I think that's what kind of started this was market makers got obliterated on that October 10th event, and now they're just trying to make back the money in which they lost. So long as there is a lot of wealth in your area, education comes second. If you're close to the Monet, you're golden. Close to the money. Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. I mean, that's all. I mean, it's all about networking, anyways. I mean, that's one thing I've learned in life is that your net worth is your network, and that's a true statement, dude. I think that it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's always been that way, and yeah, I think that's a true thing. All you fat cats need to pay your capital gains. I know, dude. I hate capital gains tax, bro. Pure Wallet bug bounty support hasn't responded to me for a month. I have 2 ETH tied up. Damn, bro. Better get on that. You better get on that, dude. 2 ETH tied up in that. Damn. 2 ETH tied up in the pre-sale and they have the bug bounty. Oh yeah, they should be getting back to you guys. That's kind of rough. Holding XRP through the lawsuit in 4 years to destroy America. I know, dude. I feel you on that, dude. Oops. Oh, my buddy just texted me. So like 11:35. woodshop is not enough. We need them graduating with a professional license. That's true, dude. I mean, like, imagine if you can graduate with like a plumber. You know, you're like you are an apprentice in like a plumber, or maybe even like an electrical apprentice. I would agree, man. I think that they used to have what they call New Market. I think it was New Market was what they had when I was in high school, and you could go and you could actually like learn a trade, like become an electrician or a plumber. Like I remember that actually being the thing. I don't know if it's still a thing or not, but yeah, be a mechanic and stuff like that. I've seen some real dummies do real well just because of who daddy knows. Absolutely, dude. I think that's a true thing, man. I think it's again, your network is your net worth. Who you know and all that kind of stuff. When is Antics pre-sell? I have no idea, bro. You need to play Arc Raider. What is that? Yep, 4 years of trade. Yo, what's up halfway? I'm a crypto newbie. Is 3,000 coins enough for which one? For Bitcoin or what? To the moon with the hell since guys enter the game. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know. I see. Wood shop's not enough. Buy this dip up and under. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Well, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this more gunpowder coming. I mean, when I think of gunpowder, I'm thinking of like something. I don't want to say it out loud. I hope my dad got cool contacts for me. Oh, really? Ada got attacked? Gosh, dang, dude. Oh, 3,000 XCL tokens? Yeah, I mean, I think anything's good, dude. I'm tired of the government being rallying. We still going down, and we're still going down. Damn. I say I'm tired of the government keep rallying that it's going to be great, and all I see is tank after tank. They need to stop playing with my emotions. I'm with you, chum. Kind of sucks, you know. Watcher Guru says Trump administration because they're selling Nvidia chips to China. Oh my god, is that the trade deal, dude? Watcher Guru, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Watcher Guru lately, dude. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Let's see here. Did the Watcher Guru actually put that out there? Oh man, yeah. Trump administration considers selling Nvidia. didn't China just like completely like get Nvidia out? Sorry, driving auto text. You're good. You're good, just Mally. Uh, I mean, some people like Edward. Some people might feel that way. Other people don't. You know what I mean? Like, I, you know, uh, hey man, that's welcome to crypto, dude. Why don't we go pump and dump Muff token? 300 of us go pump the shit out of it. If AI bubble is worse than '08, which it could be a trigger to move downward to a new financial system. Maybe. I mean, the 2008 kind of changed that. Yes, I figured it was a scam, but people are hyping it. What you talking about, Paul? I don't know which one you're talking about. I might have missed your comment on what it was. Oh, how does anyone know the accelerator prevalent is legit? I think people used it. People are using it, dude. Yeah, a rug is when. Yeah, it can't be a rug. That's for sure. It's locked liquidity. Been in this for a while, hoping for damages from the SEC versus Ripple, and hoping that the ISOs tomorrow will be worth. I agree with you. Order strain. I agree. I agree with that, dude. I think that it'll be interesting to sort of see what happens with the. I mean, the whole SEC thing with Ripple was crazy. Stocks are look at that, dude. Stock market's just booming right now, dude. Look back over 720 on the Dow. Nasdaq's up 333, and crypto continues to sell off a tad bit. It's crazy to me, dude. Still seeing levels. We have roughly about 2 days, 6 hours left before we see the bottom of this one. Monad pre-sale is already at around 170. Dude, that's gonna be I don't want to say it, but man, that just already seems like it's gonna be like crazy for me, dude. Um, that's gonna be crazy, dude. Like 167 million, dude. That's wild. Ethereum, when Ethereum did a pre-sale back in the day, when Ethereum first launched, they only raised 18 million. Imagine raising 167 million. That's wild. There was no 2018. Nobody saw it coming. Everybody is calling for the crash right now. It's true. They are. I don't think it's there. I do not expect you to be here a certain amount of times a week. I just appreciate when you do come on and talk about some fun. You are genuine when you talk. I appreciate Dave Dog Zoe, dude. Yeah, I appreciate that. And when like I said, I see a bunch of people in here obviously not happy with Acceler. Like Acceler is a brand new project, dude. Like, there's a ton of, every time a project comes out, people are going to be disappointed. They're going to be happy, whatever it might be. Everyone was happy with Acceler when it was pumping. Now it's dwindled down a tad bit, and obviously they're still out here they doing their thing. Yeah, I mean, it's only been out for 50 days. It's crazy. Are you going to see a rebound in crypto, or is crypto market finished? No, there'll definitely be a rebound. You saying a pre-sale? That's crazy, right, Paul? I mean, like that monad pre-sale is crazy. I'm back. Yeah, Austin is one of the good ones. I appreciate you, Craig. Also, will you explain the monad pre-sale? I'm not going to touch the pre-sale dubs, Mom. And it's because it's almost like what happens with every massive pumped IPO. I mean, like, we can go back and look. I mean, even like Circle, dude. Like, look at Circle and all these other ones. I mean, like, they're all obliterated now. I mean, I think Monad will probably be the same boat. I mean, look at that, dude. It hit opening market levels for Circle. like that's horrible. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Bullish is the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Monad at 167 million, like, the website looks nice. I mean, yeah, the website probably looks good. I mean, it's just too high. I would agree with what Tim just said, dude. It seems like Monad's pre-sale is too high. Like, look what happened with like Pump.Fun, right? Pump.Fun raised a significant portion of funds on a pre-sale for their token, right? I mean, like, what did they raise? Like 100? What did Pump.Fun raise? It was a crazy amount. And like, look what happened to it, right? Like, there has to be when pre-sales happen, I feel like there has to be, let's see, Pump.Fun, pre-sale. Let's see what it was. I can't remember how much they raised a lot, dude. 600 million. Pump.Fun raised 600 million in 12 minutes, dude. That's insane. And I mean, like, let's go look at Pump.Fun token now. Like, okay, let's just go here. Let's do what is Pump.Fun token at now? Or Pump, I guess it's called just Pump. And then you can just see, like, that's where, I mean, it's at $1 billion market cap. I mean, it's down at level. It launched over here at 0.007. It's at 0.0028. So I mean, like, this thing's down 60%. They raised 500 million, and that they own out of that 500 million they raised, they put like, what did they put? 5 million. They put like 0.05% into liquidity. They put like 5% in liquidity. Like, that's crazy to me, dude. Same thing with Monad, dude. That's exactly what's going to happen. Pre-sales are garbage, especially in this market. I don't think pre-sales are bad. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys know me, dude. I don't think pre-sales are bad. I think that there has to be. I think with pre-sales, I mean, like, look at like Acceler exceeded pre-sales, like, which is crazy, right? I mean, Acceler really did. That's a crazy pre-sale. Like, that's a very successful pre-sale. I mean, even Pump.Fun didn't even do that, dude. Look at that, dude. Pump.Fun launched at 0.00795, right? I guess all-time low was just down here, but I mean, again, it launched at 0.007 and went up to 0.003. So I mean, like, it didn't even go up to, like, it didn't do anything for anyone, and it still hasn't done anything for anyone. But yet they raised $500 million. No one's out here talking crap about Pump. Like, where's everyone talking shit about Pump? Everyone's upset about the whole Acceler thing, but I mean, like, Acceler's actually outperformed Pump. Yeah, they might have a bigger market cap, but who gives a shit about the market cap? I care less about the market cap, dude. There's a ton of people that made a ton of money off Acceler. And there's probably a ton of people that made a ton of money off of Pump. Don't get me wrong. I mean, even through this time, look at this, dude. We're still up 300%. I mean, Pump's not up 300%. Trading View and Market Cipher on huge sale. Yeah, I'm real hurting right now. Oh, what's up, Millicent? And tempted to sell all and call it quits. I'm just so frustrated. Don't. I think if Millicent, I think, I've held through some tough times, man. Just realize if you sell, like, if you don't sell, you don't lose. And most of the people that are down, they panic sell, and they don't ever recoup what they lost. Like that's the biggest thing, dude. Honestly, it is. You need to get into small pre-sales if you're on board everyone from the start. Where do you get the gains from? These things are all Ponzi's. It all depends on how much. If it all depends if the project can actually make money for people. Like, that's what it comes down to. How does the project continue to get funded, or how does the project continue um, to make money for the holders? Like that's the number one key. And that's why, like, a lot of these blockchains, a lot of these other cryptos out here continue to do well, because people use the blockchain, right? They fund the blockchain through the use of the blockchain. That's why a lot of these use cases work out. So you have to really find that. You know what I mean? Like that's the tough part, is trying to find honest teams out there that are going to put money back into a project to make it successful. And most people won't do that. Most projects don't do that at all. To be honest with you, they don't. I mean, money. They just don't do it. How about we do some research on stream and brainstorm? Good, yeah. How can how can this be an AI bubble? I don't think it's an AI bubble, dude. Yeah, it's a nervous situation. Millicent, I just, probably just shut down your phone. I'm cautious with pre-sales as to how long they take to launch. Look at Black Dog. Yeah, I think that's detrimental, right? The long pre-sales are rough, dude. Even Pure Wall, it's been a long ass pre-sale. What even is the market now? Market's just been horrible, dude. Millicent, go punch a sandbag and drink some tea. This is an opportunity for new investors. Didn't things this would happen? I mean, pre-sales are opportunities for new investors. Look, like I said, people made money off of Acceler. It was a pump and dump. What pump? You're talking pump? Pump was a pump and dump. All new memes are pump and dumps. Yeah, I think a lot of memes are pump and dumps. Iron Lux. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, yeah, but memes are. I mean, you got to find ways to. I mean, they have to find ways to build something, right? To build off of something or bring something back. Like, they have to do that. If they can't do that, then yeah, it's just kind of a mute point. That's so true. I definitely will not win, but lose big time wouldn't regain. Yeah, try not to lose big time. I mean, that's what you're trying to fight now, is to not lose big time. So it seems like a majority of new coins now are just pump and dumps. I mean, I do like Acceler. People can say whatever they want about Acceler, but I do think that they have created something here that is unique. Is it working flawlessly? No, it's not. I think a lot of things have to work through their stuff. You know what I mean? But it is working, right? It is out here. People are getting paid out in relayers. I mean, the total amount of ETH moved through it is high. I think that there's, look at 6 pending claims right now for people to go out there as relayers to claim. I mean, I think that this is working. Is it working exactly? People aren't using as much. I do think that there's some things that they can work on. Like I said, I think that they're. I've already said my reasons, but I mean, at least they're out here doing something, right? But yeah. But again, no one's forcing anyone to buy to jump into pre-sales, right? You're your own person. It's up to you to decide what's best for you, and it's up for other people to decide what's best for them, right? Just because one person gets into a pre-sale doesn't mean you have to, and just because some person likes Monad doesn't mean you have to like Monad. Just because someone liked Acceler and got into it doesn't mean you have to. Like, no one's forcing anyone to do it, right? And that's the tough part, is that the accountability in the space is just really not good. Self accountability. Even if the XL dev was shady, he would have a good reason to have a successful privacy exchange to move his ill-gotten gains. Maybe, right? Maybe. Good thing Antics extended the pre-sale to end yesterday and release on the 27th. Had they released on the 18th, would have been ugly. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to sort of see. I mean, you can compare now when another pre-sale comes out. You know what I mean? Antics is launching. You'll be able to compare. I think you should compare how much they are planning to spend this next year. Yeah, they're supposed to spend a lot, dude. Oh, you got Ghost on the XCL. Oh, like XCL. Okay. Can you show the 4-hour chart on XRP? Yeah, we can look at that. 4-hour chart for XRP. It's coming up nicely, dude. The 4-hour doesn't lie, man. 4-hour comes up. We'll see if it can actually come up here and hit some levels. It'd be nice. We haven't broke over this in a couple days, but I mean, hopefully we can come up and create a new level. Maybe get back up in here. Maybe you can come back up and test the 215 would be nice, right? Which is the 50 moving average, which is crazy, right? I mean, the 50 moving average has gotten obliterated. So, I mean, the 50-day moving average is down to 214, which is crazy. Yeah, anonymity is small market. Nobody cares about privacy until they are violated. That's true. Told everyone who got in the XCL pre-sale to sell at least half at 3 cents, and if want to buy back some for the one, yeah. I mean, pre-sale, dude. Pre-sales, you have an opportunity to make a lot of money. You really do. I mean, like there's opportunities out there. It's proven. I mean, and again, there's times where you can actually lose on it too. So it's all a matter of how they launch and what they do. I notice personal responsibility is not everyone. Nah, dude, it's tough, dude. Austin also had the right to sell partial XCL. Yeah, I should have, should have, could have, would have. What I said I wasn't going to. I said that if I sold that, dude, like that'd be it go against. It's like goes against. I don't know, dude. I couldn't do it. Even at $800,000, I couldn't do it, dude. It's crazy to see $800,000 in your wallet, though. I sold my XCL and bought back in a lower. Hell yeah, dude. Can it go back to 125 in a week? That'd be nuts, dude. Aster coin is the only coin in my portfolio. Damn. For fuck's sake, she did the right thing. I know. Yeah, it's still sitting there, dude. It's still sitting there. I look at it every once in a blue moon. So, but all right, guys, I gotta hop off. I gotta go meet my buddy. I gotta go meet him. I'm gonna have some coffee with him, catch up, see what's up. So, yeah, with all that, I just want to say, guys, just again, hang on through the tough times. These are uncharted territories for us. I mean, uncharted territories in terms of where indicators are. But the crazy thing is that we've been here before. We've seen this before. I think we're close, right? We can continue to have a downtrend going into the next couple weeks, but I mean, like, I think we're getting closer and closer. I'm not selling any of my positions. I'm holding all my positions. There's no reason for me to sell. And I think I have my reasons, right? Everyone has their own reasons, but I've given out my reasons, and I just don't see it. There's just no reason, dude. Still up significantly on a lot of our purchases here, and even if you are down, this is the time to fight through that, man. I was there once too. I was there buying the tops of these things at one point. I think we all were. We all bought the tops, right? Buying on the green, not on the red, and get caught. And the worst thing you could, like, the worst thing I always said was to, like, if I sold my positions and for a loss, would I ever recoup that? And we know that the cryptocurrency market will turn around. How long does it take? Is it going to take 6 months? Maybe. But it does come back around. And that goes back to the theory of, like, you should never invest you should only invest what you're willing to lose or you don't need. You know what I mean? You don't need at that time. Like, you shouldn't be putting your rent money in here. You shouldn't be putting your car payment stuff in here. You shouldn't be paying your credit card payments in here. Like, that's crazy. You should be putting things in here that you're willing to hold on for long periods of time and watch it accrue. And it's going to have its ups and downs. And at the end of the day, when in doubt, zoom out and just realize that, like, no matter how you look at this, like, the upward trajectory of Bitcoin it looks phenomenal. The upward trajectory of Ethereum looks phenomenal. Look at XRP. Look at XRP. XRP finally. This sucks because it got eaten up by the SEC thing here. But a lot of these charts are looking like they're starting to climb and continually climb up, and that's what you want at the end of this whole thing. So just be patient. I know it sucks, but we're gonna be with family this next week, dude. So embrace that, and don't even think about your portfolio. So yeah, with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll try to come on tomorrow morning. I don't have soccer until about noon, so maybe I'll be able to catch a morning stream if all goes well to tomorrow. So, yeah, but I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Just relax. Know that Fridays are rough, and hopefully we have a nice little bounce back and things are good. So, with all that, I love you guys a ton. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a fantastic one. I'll talk to you soon. We're out. Peace out, everyone.